Right, now I'm going to move on to Islam, Hinduism and Sikhism. Now, I do understand that they're not all the same, and I'll probably get a lot of complaints that I've bunched them all together, but I've not. It's just that they're all based in Asia, I suppose, or they all come from Asia. Muslims, I think their religion's called Islam, or Islamism. I don't know, is it Islamism? Islamism? Yeah, they worship Allah, and they have to. All I know about them is also they eat chicken. They've got to kill it a certain way. I think they say a prayer, or they just say something. Oh, you've been laid down. Nice little chicken. Can we eat you now? Chop. Or whatever they do, wring its neck, pull its feathers out, tickle it to death with them. Who knows? They do. Hinduism, again from Asia, now they worship someone called Ganesh, or a god called Ganesh. Now, unlike all the religions I've just gone through, Ganesh, it has an idol. You know, their god has an idol, and it's this elephant with, I think, 4 arms, or it might be an elephant's head on a woman's body or something. I don't know. But yeah, they worship this little elephant fella, and his name's Ganesh. And I think Sikhs worship him as well. But again, I mean, it might be the difference between Sikhism and Hinduism might be the same as, say, the difference between a Jehovah's Witness and the Church of England. I don't know, or Christians or whatever. You know, that might be the difference. It's the same God, different rules. Buddhism. Now I think that started in Tibet, or I've heard of Tibetan monks. I know Buddhists have monks, Buddhist monks. Yeah, I think so. It seems to ring a bell. Now Buddhists, I think they're the ones that wear a lot of yellow and shave their heads, so they've got no hair. I'm nearly going that way, but that's natural. And they don't like to kill anything, so you know, all this catch it, bin it, wash it, kill it, whatever, they wouldn't like to do that, you know, because you sneeze out a germ, they'll probably want to cherish it, put it in a jar, and watch it breed into a magnificent super germ. But no, they don't like to kill things. I don't know where they stand on germs and bacteria, but maybe you could let me know. Don't let me know anything. I'll move on to Taoism. I believe this started in China, or it's originated in China. That means the same thing. And again, they have monks. I think all religions have monks. I'm not sure. They're probably called different things. But anyway, they've got monks, and I think it's the oldest religion, because China being one of the oldest countries, this might be the oldest religion. And their god, I think, I remember seeing a little, right, I don't know his name. There's a little bald fella sitting down, cross-legged, little fat bloke. Probably, yeah, looks a bit like me, but golden. And I believe that is the idol of the Taoists, if that's the right word. Now, Scientology. This is an invented, well, they're all invented, but this is the most recent religion of them all. It's got to be the youngest religion. And they worship science. So I think they believe that they don't believe in gods and all that, they believe in science, which kind of, it makes more sense to me, because everything's can be explained with science, or can be applied, a science can be applied to everything, you know, and that's why stuff like miracles don't ring true, because there's no scientific explanation to them, or no logic, you know. 40 loaves, 40 whatever, doesn't spread out to so many people unless they had a crumb each. Fish. Now these last two, agnostics or agnosticism, and atheists or atheism, yeah. These two I think are quite similar. I always get them confused. I believe agnostics, they don't know what they believe in, and atheists just don't believe in anything. You know, they're just don't believe. And I think I'm kind of a mixture of the two, because I don't believe in all these gods and everything like that. I kind of, but I believe there's something. There's got to be something. You know, otherwise we're just germs on this planet. We're like a bacteria on this planet, and we're killing it slowly. But that's going into something else. That's not talking about religion. Let's go back to what I was talking about. So yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I don't really know much about religions at all. I would like to leave you with this thought though, okay? There is one person from every single religion at this fancy dress party, right? And they're all dressed up in their religious garb, right? And they all know that God has been invited to this fancy dress party. The only thing is they don't know what he looks like, they don't know how he's going to come dressed, i.e. which religion is right, and if he's going to turn up at all. You know, and I think that's a nice metaphor. If you can work out what I'm trying to say, I think that's a nice metaphor for religions as a whole, you know. And all these religions arguing, no, God's going to look like this, he will look like that. You know, will he turn up? Does he exist? You know, that sort of thing. I think it's just a nice metaphor for the way the world's religions behave towards God and each other. So that's about it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, I haven't tried to offend anyone. If you are offended, get over it. There's a lot more to worry about in the world, you know, such as God, the magnifying glass, and you are the ant, and it could be your turn next under the sun. Pop. You never know. Could be you next. So that's it. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be back again soon with some more tat. I've been Mark, you've been you, watching me, talking to you, listening to me. And I'll see you next time. Beam me up, almighty sockram. Now they worship someone called Ganesh, or a god called Ganesh, and it has an, unlike Islam or Muslims, Allah. Unlike Allah, it doesn't have. It has an idol. It's a Buddhism. Now Buddhisms. I don't buy into it all. I really don't. But I don't knock them if they want. You know, everyone's got to have something to believe in. I believe, and that's my belief, and I believe it. And if you can get into my head and work out the babblings that I mean, it all works in here, but unfortunately that isn't connected to this. They sort of got disconnected by the age of 5. It was a horrific accident involving some Duplo bricks, but I'm not going to go into that. So that's I've been Mark, you've been you, talking to me. Oh, I've been Mark, you've been you, watching me, talking to you, rabbit on about. Wait a minute. I've been Mark, you've been you, talking to me. No. Beam me up, Jehovah. Ready when you are, Piff Fluff. Beam me up, Snigong. Beam me up, Thumph. Beam me up, almighty Cram.